You guys, I am the owner of the Sitting Month. It's an after birth recovery program. At the Sitting Month, we do a couple of different things. We have focused procedures that go into exactly how to heal physically. So that's what to do for the first 28 days postpartum. And then there's another part of the Sitting Month, and it's about energetically what is happening. If there is trauma or birth experiences that need to be cleared from the body that haven't been cleared yet. So I want to talk a little bit today about what I do energetically, and it's called body code and emotion code. So I am a certified body code practitioner. And what that means is that I actually help people eliminate and clear imbalances that are happening energetically in the body. This could be affecting their physical body through pain, triggering pain in their body. It can also be affecting their digestion, their hormones, anything like that. But then it also can be affecting them maybe mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. So your emotions, when you feel them, they are typically the size of a tennis ball, and it moves through your body. And according to traditional Chinese medicine, what happens is each one of your organs, it processes specific emotions. And we want to make sure that those emotions are processed in that right organ. This can get complicated, but don't worry, when we do a session, it won't be complicated like this. I'm just explaining to you what's happening. So as you experience these different emotions, it's really good that your body be able to process them and release them. However, sometimes we might experience something traumatic like giving birth. It's just such a huge experience for both the mother and the baby and the father witnessing, especially if there is something traumatic that ends up happening. So if something traumatic happens, let's say it's birth, and I'm saying traumatic, but I mean that even a vaginal birth that is just textbook happens exactly how it says in the textbook, it's still a traumatic birth for the mother and for the father and for the baby. It's just a process of life that can be shocking to the system. So what we do with the body code and emotion code is we can actually access subconscious beliefs or emotions that are held on from those events and then clear and release them. So this can be done remotely. What that means is that we don't have to be in the same place for it to take place, for the clearing to actually happen. However, it really does work. So what people will typically do when they want to do a session with me is they will say, hey, they'll either call me, text me, or email me, which I'm going to leave the email for the Sitting Month. It's info@thesittingmonth.com. That's the email address. And you can email that and we can start sending you the information about how to schedule a session today. I like focusing on birth because my business, The Sitting Month, is actually named after the traditional Chinese method of after-birth recovery, which is the Sitting Month. It's a direct translation. And it's a cultural time when people really rally around a new mom. So they're serving her in many different ways. One of the number one ways that they serve her is with food. And I also have food, a whole 28-day meal plan if you would like to give that to a family member, to have them serve you in that way, because it's really nourishing to your body. So restoring your body physically in that first 28 days, and then also emotionally or energetically clearing out anything that may be stored. So when a mother is pregnant, the emotions that she feels, the baby also feels. So there's shared emotions that can happen between the mother and the baby as the baby is feeling what the mother is feeling, which is really cool that we know this because we can clear those negative emotions from the baby, which means that that baby will get a clean new slate. Nothing that the mother experienced during pregnancy will interfere with the process of the baby then going into their life, because our emotions and the things that we hold on to can shift our perception of the world. So these can create blocks within us. As a new mom, we really want to clear any blocks that happened during pregnancy. If the pregnancy was really hard or there were traumatic things that happened, we want to clear that out. And the reason why is because we want that mom to be able to bond with her baby. So we want you to be able to begin fresh with your baby. That as you start this life together of being a mother and with your child, right, that you can experience greater joy and greater peace and greater connection, whether that connection is with yourself. I hear a lot of moms say, I feel totally disconnected from myself. So let's say they're 3 months postpartum and they've crossed over what I call the postpartum pit. They took care of themselves nutritionally, but maybe there's still an aspect of them that feels disconnected from themselves. So what we do is we check. We check using the Body Code app and the Emotion Code app. And those are resources that I use as a practitioner to be able to check these charts and see what imbalances are going on. And I do that through your subconscious mind. Every person in the world, on the earth is connected, and we're connected subconsciously. Your subconscious mind is amazing. It can process so much information all at once. And thankfully, we have a conscious mind, our thinking mind, that makes it so we're not aware of all of these things at once, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to really function. We would be so stuck in overwhelm from all the things that we are feeling and learning and processing that we wouldn't be able to function. So the subconscious mind holds on to information for us, and we can access it through muscle testing. And muscle testing can be done in person or it can be done remotely. And when the muscle testing is done remotely, what I do is, as you give me permission to work on you, I use my fingers like this. So I connect my pointer finger and my thumb, and then I use my other hand and I'll ask a yes or no question. So let's say your name is Anne, and I'm saying, okay, is it okay for me to work on Anne today? And then I might get a yes, and I'm holding my fingers tight because I don't really have a person here. But your subconscious mind would let me know if you're workable. And if you're not workable, we actually have ways to access the subconscious mind. If you're consciously saying, yeah, I want to do this work, and your subconscious mind is like having what I call a non-confront, meaning they don't want to, your subconscious mind doesn't want to confront whatever issue it's holding on to. So we work on that, and I use yes or no questions. So if it's a no, it's going to go through. If it's a yes, it's going to be strong. And as I go through these charts that I have, and you give me specific detailed symptoms, and you would send those either in an email or we would talk about them over the phone, and I would take notes. So when you send them over the phone or tell them to me over the phone, I'm taking notes of all that you're saying, because your subconscious mind could hold on to something that's even in one word. It could be the word baby. It could be the word nursing. It could be anything related to giving birth. It could be the word hospital. And maybe there's some type of emotion that's being held on to inside the body that we can clear. And when we clear the negative emotion, what I do if I'm not with you, which is remote, which is what we would be doing, is I have a magnet, and I take the magnet and I go down my hand like this with the magnet, because this in Korean acupuncture is the spine on the back of the hand. And what if I would do is, if I was in person with you, is I would take the magnet and I would go directly down your spine to release the negative emotion. So in the book, The Body Code by Bradley Nelson, or the Emotion Code, he talks about how scientifically they have proven that magnets can pull negative energy out of the body. So when we use the magnet, it will pull it out. So I can even just use it on my hand with the intention to release it from you, and it works. It's so cool. So I've been actually working as a Body Code and Emotion Code practitioner for 6 years now, and helping women overcome postpartum traumas, anxieties. The list is actually really long, so I won't go into it. But what I want to let you know is that if you're interested in booking a session with me regarding postpartum anything, that is what I want to help you with. I want to help you be able to break through any postpartum challenges that you're feeling that are blocking you from connecting with your baby, that are blocking you from connecting with yourself, that are making it so it might be hard to feel. Or maybe you have had pain in your body since you've given birth and the pain isn't leaving. Maybe you've been to the chiropractor or the acupuncturist or the doctor, and they're unable to really give you any answers. Those answers might be emotional and energetic, and we can know exactly what they are by targeting them and asking your subconscious mind the questions that need to be asked to find that answer. So if you would like to work with me, I'm going to leave a link in this bio or in the description below, and you'll be able to access the resources that I have available. Whether you would like the 28-day meal plan, maybe you're pregnant right now and you're like, I want to prepare for my postpartum, you can grab that. If you would like to sign up for sessions, I have 2 different packages. I have a 6-session package and a 12-session package, because even though we would like to think that everything could be cleared in one session, it typically is like an onion, and we want to peel the layers off. It's also less expensive if you buy a package than if you just buy a single session. But you do you, and you can choose what you want to do. So I am really excited to meet you. I'm really excited to work with you and to see you shift and break through those mom patterns that may have even started just barely in the postpartum beginnings. We want to clear those out. And I know that you will feel significantly more connected to your baby and to yourself when you start working on this work. This is big work, and I am excited for you.